So I'm looking at my videos to find out, when did I talk about that dream I told you I had the other day? Well, the other day meaning months ago, I think. So I just searched under my videos for the word dream, and I've got stuff going back to 2015, like 6 videos, 2015, 2016, 2017. And I can tell looking at the titles for sure it's not that, it's not any of those. What the heck did I title that video? This was just not that long ago. Like, I want to say it was around the ESETI time we went, so May of this year and later. I don't know. I'm not gonna like tell you go look for it. It's not that important. But remember, in this dream, I had a dream. I had an awesome dream. This big tidal wave. It was over on this lake. We lived near a lake. It was the other side of the lake. And I was in this little, just a regular house. You know, had a fenced in. I think I had like a chain link fenced in backyard maybe. I think we had the wife's minivan, and I'm like in the backyard with the van for some reason. I'm trying to move it, and this wave's coming. We got to get the hell out of here. I'm having trouble, and then the whole it like resets and restarts. And there comes the wave again, and the interstate, which was maybe like Interstate 75, kind of goes over the lake in my dream. That's not true at all, by the way. It ain't even close. It ain't even close to the lake, like that. So, but in my dream, you know, whatever, it was. So this giant wave, just I guess to give me an idea of how tall this thing was, is like coming up to hit the interstate. I'm like, oh my gosh, and then it stops. And then I kind of redo the dream again. And then, panicking, running, I gotta get the car out, it's stuck. Oh, there comes the wave again. Stop. Okay, do it over. Like, this happened a few times. Now, what I can't remember, I mean, I feel like the whole thing repeated, but what I can't remember is if the whole thing repeated or I made a little bit of progress getting the car ready to get the hell out of there, and it you know, all right, started again, and then okay, the car moved a little bit more. I'm around the side of the house. Wave comes, boom, stops again. I can't remember now, but I do remember the dream, and then it just hit me like yesterday. Oh crap! We did have a pretty large tidal wave, tsunami. Indonesia again. I said it was Sumatra. It wasn't. One of the articles I was reading said something about Sumatra, about that one. It wasn't Sumatra. It was another area, by the way. And I think I ended up changing the title on that. You go look at my video that I did a few days ago. And I said, Sharon Michelle, not only did she call the hurricane in the Carolinas, she called the tsunami coming. And sure enough, I will throw you a little bone from the crypto viewing guys, Ed and Michael and Dick Algar and Daz and all them. They're expecting another tsunami according to their remote viewing. Something similar coming. They don't know the size or devastation, but it should be newsworthy, one way or the other. So, but I just thought to myself, damn, I dreamt about the big tidal wave coming, and then we had the tsunami. Is that, the spirit giving Snippy a bone? I don't know what it is. Maybe it was nothing. But let's not forget my dream the other day, which I'll post this background. This one I did October 1st. Realist News, very weird dream last night, 4:58 a.m. Now, that one was, again, I wake up and I've got to pee. So I get up, I go pee. I come back. I mean, I'm talking, my bedroom has a bathroom in there, right? So you walk out of the bathroom, there's my bed, and then go take, 5 steps and get in my bed. And I see my phone, this phone right here, basically do one of these numbers. This is that fast. Now, no phone is going to go into sleep mode when if you're using it and you set it back down that fast. It will come on real quick if you plug it in to charge it. Again, it ain't going to go off that fast though, but it will come on real quick. So I thought, well, maybe as I was walking out, it was already on and I caught it shutting off. But I was pretty sure, no, I saw it come on and off. But, I'm sleeping, half asleep, Look over at the TV and the cable box. They haven't changed. Because if the power fluctuated, the phone would act like it was not charging and then charged again because the power went off. Therefore, the light would come on and off. But again, it wouldn't come off that fast. So I just thought it was strange. But I was like, well, maybe I just caught it, But I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure I didn't. So I pick up the phone to see maybe someone called, did they text? But at the same time, my brain's saying, well, that doesn't make your phone light up and down, especially a text. Mine doesn't. So whatever, I want to see what caused my light to come on. So I hit the button to turn it on. I don't see any text messages. I don't see any missed calls. Those are the only two things that would make your phone do even kind of anything like that, even possible. And I'm like, or maybe, if I had Skype on, which I didn't. And the first thing that stands out is what time is it? 4:58 a.m. Okay. So then I read you right after that video, hey, the meaning of the number 458, which was interesting. But in the dream, there were 5 things. Remember, someone took control of my computer. And just to give you an idea of, like, say, Notepad. Basically, like, this is kind of how it was. Like, Notepad opened up and was open. Or whether it was Word or Notepad something. And I could see the little cursor moving around. And I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like panicking at first, like, oh shit, I gotta unplug my computer. I can't let this person in there, I'll unplug it off the network. But then I'm like, no, they're gonna type to me. They know I'm watching right now. And I'm thinking to myself in the dream, well, it's late. How do they know I would be in front of the computer to watch this? Anyway, so they start writing like, and I don't know if they used 1 like that and then like 2. I want to say they did like 2, 3, and they were writing something, something after each one, then 4. And 5, and they wrote something on all of them, but I was like, the one that caught my attention was 1, and it was like, terror event, I don't know the exact wording now, but it was something like, and I don't know if he wrote it or I just knew the club's fixing to pull it off. This is not going to be, Middle Eastern, Saudi Arabia got us again. No. This was deep state doing something. That's how it was presented to me somehow. I knew it. There was no questioning at all. Like, get ready for one, And again, I can't remember for sure. Did it say in October, which is where we are now, or just soon, or I can't remember. And after I've seen this, I'm like, wow, this person's telling me some stuff. So I'm like, I didn't feel panicked anymore. Like, and I didn't feel like, well, let me see if I can figure out how to get them the hell off my computer now. Would they install something? I felt like, no, I don't mind. Matter of fact, come back later. Come back another time if you got something to tell me. Throw me a bone. Throw me a little bonus. It's kind of how I felt. And then they like played some stupid, silly little game, like a little computer game. Some little silly one, like old and like nothing modern, like cool. Just some old stupid little game, and they're playing it remotely on my computer. I'm like, I don't know what the meaning or what that was in the dream, but anyways, I wanted to just remind you, because some of you will be like, oh my gosh, Joe, I do remember you having that dream about the tidal wave thing. You did tell us about that. And again, I'm pretty sure it was around the East Eddy time. I think, when I went there with Jean-Claude and his wife and my wife. So I just want to do a video, so this is on the record, like, hey, you guys remember that? I don't know what it means. But again, I had another dream, and I remember this one too. And since those 2 times, I don't know if I remembered any dreams. Like, I probably had some, but I don't remember any of them. These are the only 2 I can remember right now. Which I already did a video on the other one, and I've now done a video on this one too. But something jogged my memory just like yesterday, like, hey, wait a minute, you had a dream about a big tidal wave coming. So I'm like, oh, let me, just real quick, just in case, because I did search the word dream, but I didn't see wait. Let me search for tsunami. Let's see what I can find, just in case I labeled it something different. July 10th, stock market tsunami goes off. Nope, that was 2017. Tsunami, tidal wave. I really don't know. SETI, just to see if I titled something with that. Time experiment, day one. No. I do have one. I'm back from East Eddy Ranch. Wow. I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and keep you or even really delve into it. Many of you probably, now that I've mentioned it to you, will remember that I had that dream. If by chance you remember which video it was about, great. Post it in the comments. You know, maybe we can all find it just because. But I mean, I pretty much just told you what it was again. Anyways, take care.